Hi, my name is Christine Murphy, and I am a lead teacher in the infant toddler classroom at the Ravenhall Children's Center at Northampton Community College. In May, I wrote an article about research projects with young toddlers, and this actually is the next step from the research project with the young toddlers. And I wrote an article about display, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about this display. First of all, when you're doing a display, it is very important to focus on your mission. What are you trying to convey to people? And for this display particularly, I really wanted to show the full story of children's learning, the way they led and followed, because they were the ones who led this whole situation. So we started with the observations of the children. So these observations are listed here. And I literally put these lines here so that people could actually follow the path that the children followed when they did all these explorations and different learning. So with the observations, we went into different topics. And these observations, some were focused on individual children, some were focused on a group of children. And that is one of the other things that this display can convey is the fact that our curriculum is an emergent curriculum. So it follows the interests of the children. And we use those observations, what the children do, and that's our next steps in planning. So this is also showing how emergent curriculum truly focuses on all areas of development for children within the group and how it focuses on the individual needs of children. So we take those observations and it spreads into different topics. And a lot of our topics led to research, and that's what the last article was about, research. And this really took children in so many different directions. It included art opportunities, it included fine motor activities, it included science and math and language. All these activities were included in this emergent curriculum learning. So the display was really used to focus on how emergent curriculum supports all areas of development for children. So when you're doing display, you want to make sure that it's a clear message that you're sending, so you want to have it neat and organized, but there's different ways to do it. Sometimes you can have just children's artwork with maybe a photograph of the child doing it. Other times you may have more of a photo display like we have over here. Now, it was a little bit challenging here to display their structures that they had made because this research had gone into skyscrapers. It had come down from our airplanes and rockets, and their book had skyscrapers in it, so they got interested in skyscrapers. So with this is more of a photo display with some documentation so the person can understand where this all came about and how the children interacted with the materials, but it's just photos. Other displays will include children's artwork. Some displays will also show some of the artifacts or some of the tools that were used when children were doing some of the art opportunities. Display is so useful in many different ways. First of all, like I said, here we're trying to show people our type of curriculum and how it benefits children. But display is also important for children. They can go back and they can revisit all these things that they have done. So you're working on social skills and language skills and memory skills with them when they can go back and keep revisiting things that were important to them. It is also very important because it can really help connect you with community and family and even future clients. So when people come in, they can see the type of curriculum we're providing here, the type of opportunities we're providing for children, the way we're following children's leads and interests, the way we're responding to their needs. Our curriculum is an AWL, which is Art as a Way of Learning curriculum, and that is all part of this display. It's depicted in this display how AWL responds to children's needs, and they can actively learn in all areas of development through the arts. So when clients come in, they can see this display can be used to show them the type of curriculum we're using. Like I said, also with community in general, when people come and visit your center, they want to see what's happening with children. And this type of display truly shows all the different types of opportunities you can do with children. Also, display is important it can be used to spark conversations with families individually as well. Sometimes it can be a little bit more challenging to build a relationship with certain families. Some people are a little bit more reserved and quiet, but this kind of thing can often open people up and really start talking about it, especially when they see pictures of their children doing very particular things. And it really shows the families and parents what teachers are doing, all the work that teachers are putting into their children, their classroom environment, and displaying all that happens.